We don't have video. Good evening, everyone. Just bear with me a moment, please, while I try and figure out why we don't have video. Oh, there it is. It's not even full screen. Oh boy, I think I broke something again. Alright, so I'm gonna give that for a moment. First part is I had this working previously, and now it just doesn't want to. Bear with me a moment, chat. I'm not sure what I did. Trying to do something earlier. It didn't work, so I tried to put it back to normal, and well, here we go. Right, so we have it again. Right. So I'm just going to play around with it manually. Just bear with me a moment. So it's not sizing back how it was. What a great start. OBS is just being weird. Okay. Oh, this is not ideal. Please get that off screen. Let's see, no, little bit. Okay, let's see how well this works. Oh, it does look like everything's there. I was just testing to see how this would work. So let me go full screen, but can I at least increase the size of the window? No, my window's still small. Strange. It won't let me do full screen, will it? Nope, because then you guys can't see it. Okay, small window it is. Unless I can figure out something real quick. Wait, we'll just do it. Okay, hopefully. Yes, that did it. Okay. Now we can both see the game properly and don't have to mess with anything. Okay, so while we wait for the game to load in properly, I'm going to kind of explain the rules of this challenge. So it's actually something I came up on my own a little while ago. Let's actually get this going. So the challenge is to try and beat Majora's Mask in as few cycles as possible. It's kind of a speed run, but at the same time it's kind of not. Because I can still like pause and think about it and do stuff like that. Like I'm not going to have like a little timer. It's just beating the game within the cycles. And of course, if I get a game over because the moon crashes, even though that cycle is lost, that still counts as a cycle. Actually, that just gave me an idea. Maybe I can add a counter. So we're gonna pause the game for a moment. We want a text. Do not need it that big. Maybe a little smaller. That should do it. Send out all my messages. I just trying to get stuff to work in OBS and I couldn't quite figure it out. So I just took a break and decided to play the game. Just give me leaving the text alone when I get this all set up. I just wanted to go live because if I didn't, I would forget. Okay, so now I will be gaining control of Link, so what we're going to do is we're going to cheese a little bit by getting some money a bit early. Because something we will be doing is we're going to have to get all the major upgrades. So wallet upgrades, all the stray fairies, and that includes the adult's wallet, and obviously the giant's wallet after it. Adult's wallet, you need 200 rupees in the bank, which, if the time is moving slow, that is no issue at all. But because time is not moving slow, quite a challenge. So we're gonna grab a little bit of extra money early on. Just so we don't have to keep going back to West Clocktown. That being said, once we get the mask off after the first cycle, we will have to, whatchamacallit, we'll have a much easier time. Because I know where the silver rupees are hidden. You know what's funny? When I did my my little test in the beginning, the moment I got in here, I already had like 42 rupees. So my typical luck is showing itself. 32 is good enough. You know what? We're gonna bring the size up a little bit further. See how this works. Yeah, it's a bit better for me. Like, you guys can't see me adjusting the screen because it's just for me. But it's right now about, let's see, about, say, 3/5 the size of the screen itself. Which it was a teeny tiny little box originally, but now I can actually see what it does. Also, forgive me that I won't be reading out the text this time. It's a game I'm very familiar with, so I'm just kind of going through it. You know, Skull Kid is not very nice at all. So apparently, fun fact, this scene here was actually based off of a dream/nightmare that one of the devs had. They had a dream that a Deku Scrub was chasing him, and that made it into the final game. I thought that was kind of a neat little fact. So I've now been made into a Deku Scrub, and very soon the game will be starting. Thank you for that, Tattle. And because of that little act of nastiness, you are now separated from your brother. Okay. That's a quick apology. It's almost like she might not mean it right now. It's funny, you go from Navi the fairy, who is just very genuine and sweet, albeit a bit annoying because of her unskippable health. little side glance there. But yeah, you go from Navi, who's very genuine, very sweet, very helpful, and then Tedla is just this sarcastic, kind of really nasty character starting off. Like, it's implied she wasn't always like that, she just kind of became that way with Skull Kid, but at the same time, like, when you think of Ocarina of Time, that's just not how fairies seem to act. Granted, we only have, like, a couple of whatchamacallits? Couple of examples, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, that was a close one. We are going to ignore the Deku Butler's son. I do not feel like crying right now. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? She knows who that is. Those are some interesting masks you got on there. I spy Mario. Why do you own Mario's face, heavy mess salesman? Also, right there to the 2 hour left, that face is the mirror shield. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Alright, so we have to get back to Precious Mask. That would be the Majora's Mask, the titular item of the game. Bring it back in 3 days? Oh, we can certainly do that. And so begins cycle number 1. So we're going to try and do a couple things during this 3-day cycle. We're very limited on what we can do, but we can obviously progress the story. But and progress the story, we can actually get a couple of heart pieces. I don't believe we can get a full 3, but we can at least get, I don't think we can get a full 4, but I think we can get 3. Yes, we can get 3 if we play our cards right. We're gonna need that. Let's go to laundry pool real quick. There's always a blue rupee here, so it's always worth grabbing when you can, especially this early on. Okay, K5, that was pretty quick running there. Welcome to West Clocktown. Now, I do believe it is entirely possible to get the wallet in the first 3 days. So we're just gonna do everything for now. You know, I typically name the character Link because that's his name. I don't know why I named them Tana this time. Just I'm gonna do that without thinking. No biggie though. So this 3-day cycle is going to be focusing on getting money. Like I said, there is 2 heart pieces we can get outside of the... Oh, you know what? I was just at the laundry pool, too. Why didn't I grab her while I was there? Oh well. Sorry, Chad had a bit of a rough day at work. Brain isn't quite braining properly right now. She was literally right there. I could have just grabbed her. Plus side though, we get another 5 rupees. That being said, the most challenging thing we're going to be doing during this 3-day cycle is the Deku Scrub minigame. But I do want to get magic power first. I forget if their minigame is 10 or 20, so I'm going to go in with 20 just in case. Alright, so we got that going for us now. Let's go give a shot at the Deku Playground, which is right next to Fairy Fountain. Now we're going to have to get the high timers, or the high time, all 3 days. Now the first day is absolutely, oh, it is 10, good. So we get 2 chances if we flop it up right away, but this one should be easy. Except I picked a very bad place to start. We're gonna do some a little bit risky. We're gonna skip that one and go straight for this one. Oh! That was close. That shouldn't be too bad. There we go. It's a new record. And I get a purple rupee. Strange name for a Deku Scrub. That finishes the first day's run. Got it on our first try. Love that for us. Since we're right here, we can do this as well. So now the challenge is to find all 5 kits throughout, well, every portion of Clocktown. With the surprise! Actually, no, there's only 3 portions of Clocktown we inhabit here. East and west. Nothing in south and no laundry pool. Not entirely sure why, but it is what it is what it is. Truth be told, really easy. You just gotta rush at them right before they have time to react. You do that, and then... Oh. Good bot for getting rid of that, well, bot. Yep, let's see if we can get him before nightfall. Get this out of the way. Well, good news, we are more than halfway there. And there we go. casual racism in this game from the year 2000. So the code is 25413. We're gonna pin that. So I'm gonna stay up there. Good thought. So now we are making our way to, actually, if we time this right, we can get some little bit of extra money without having to go anywhere. Oh wait, no, I think that's into the day cycle. Yeah, it doesn't count for night. Oh, hey, look. It's that guy who's not doing anything suspicious, really. Start pelting with Deku nuts. Fortunately, it doesn't work that way. Go there. Ooh. So that's 25413. Actually, if we do this before the sun rises, we can get the first heart piece earlier than I previously done. Just ignore the Skulltula. Love to know why Jim is blocking the only way... Yeah, the only way into the observatory. Yes, I'm definitely a friend of their gang, and not just the token wooden kid. Hey, don't you be mooning me there, Skull Kid. That isn't nice. Well, it's simple. The guy can fly. He can get up there whenever he pleases. So we got us some moons here. Now, I wasn't reading the text earlier, but I do remember there was this Deku Scrub who was really interested in Moon's Tears. So why don't we give him one? So, neat little fact, not only do you move faster when you just... Hey Vash, how are you doing tonight? Hope you're well on this, well, on this Tuesday. You planning on... Oh, not bad. How's the game going? We actually just started. So... Oh. That dog is a menace. We actually just started. I'm currently in my first run of the cycle. Or, first cycle. Just kind of getting the required 3 days out of the way. So we get the land title deed. Now I can get rid of this guy. So now that now that flower is accessible to us for the next couple days. But yeah, the challenge for this is to try and get as many of the upgrades. I am not going for all of the heart containers, but I will be going for just about everything else. And yes, I am getting on. I think that is what I thought you were going to ask. Yeah, I kind of was. I was thinking about it. Opens at midnight. When I finish the first 3-day cycle, I'll probably call it to join you, because I don't know if you saw, but this past weekend, Dan and I were collabing on Dark Souls. A lot of fun, but I do need a break from it, which is pretty much why I decided to play this. You did see that? Great, you got to see me flub up several times. 150, we are 3/4 of the way there. Can't do anything with them yet. Some of it. Yeah, suffice to say, I'm not great at Dark Souls, but I do enjoy playing the first one. And, I mean, I did manage to make it to the, I guess the latter, what would be considered the latter half of the game, even if it was with Dano's help. Okay, so it is past midnight. We now have just a couple minutes. We have to make our way to the, well, essentially we're not going to be holding on to this title deed, despite the fact that, yes, we will be retaining the ability to use that deco flower. We are also going to be getting a heart piece early. And how will we do that? Well, the stock button never locks this door. And you know what? No one in this game ever has to use the toilet except Toilet Hand. And you know what? It's a good thing we have this piece of paper. Not entirely sure how that works, but, ew. We gave a hand sticking out of a toilet a piece of paper, and apparently someone dropped 1/4 of a full heart down the toilet. Yeah, I don't get it either. This game is weird. Alright, so we are now locked in until the second day. There's really not much else I can do at this time aside from get more money. Unfortunately, everything else requires being Link instead of Deku Link. You know what? We can still use this. So why don't we see if we can get up to the 200. Oh, it's 4 o'clock now, so we're not going to be able to get it tonight. But I do believe with the money that we'll be earning from the minigame, fingers crossed, on the second day we should have enough. If not, there's always this regenerating group of bushes. I can't always get all of them, but I can get most of the rupees. And then when you become Link and you get the sword, or the upgraded spin attack, if you break all of these at the exact same time, you get a red rupee. Alright, so we have 3 chances, just in time for the cycle to run. Let's see if I can get over... No, I'm not going to make it in time, am I? Yes, I am. Dawn of the second day, 48 hours remain. Okay, so let's see. But that doesn't cycle. Oh, it does cycle all the way around. Whew, cut that one close. Alright, we're gonna get the outer one next. So suffice to say I'm not doing this the optimal way, but this first 3-day cycle doesn't matter, which is precisely why I'm trying to do this minigame now. I mean, for one thing, it really doesn't matter if I beat it because it's a heart piece, but nice. Beat it with 20 seconds to spare. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so it's kind of inconsequential beating this, but at the same time, nice to have the extra heart piece early. That way we don't have to start the game with just the standard 3 hearts. Don't technically need the maps. I know where things are in the game, and just I prefer having it visible. And with that, we now have more than enough for the adult's wallet. So let's go get it, shall we? So we go from a max of 99 to a max of 200. Which is still relatively easy to fill up if you know where to go. Or if you just feel like grinding up some rupees, which, I mean, we did the only thing that we had to in the first try for today. And naturally we're already ready to do the end. So if I can make this jump here and head over that way, then I would be able to get another 100 rupees. This is useless for everyone except Armani. Even though it's just a heart piece. You know what? I always want to try something. Can we reach that using the Deku Flower? I don't think we can. I think we have to wait until we get the hook shot, but I'm going to try something. Don't flip around. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. It was worth a try, though. Oh, Angie, so close to your fiance, and yet so far. So, yeah, unfortunately, there's really not much we can do during this this day. But there's something we can do. We can speed things along. Hold on to 10 rupees. So now we are going to speed time along and then go to the last portion of the first 3 days. So we're going to have to make our way back through here, because there is a certain someone waiting at the other side that I completely ignored earlier, but now becomes very relevant. Now, it is worth noting the first 3-day cycle does move faster than all the others, because there's really not much you can do, especially if you know what you're doing. But, still not quick enough for what we need. So what we are going to do now, we get another 10 rupees just in case, and talk to a Mr. Pierre the Scarecrow. And saying yes to him actually moves the clock forward a bit. So we are now in the final day, which means we can now head right back to the, and technically you can do it again, but we're not going to do that. As well, theoretically I could do the minigame and just one try again. This one's the hardest one, so I'm gonna push my luck. It's been a while since I played. So yeah, oh, you know what? I never got to finish my thought with this. So when you do the spin, not only do you move a little bit faster while you're walking, if you land in water mid-spin, it actually gives you a bit more momentum than you would normally have otherwise. So you end up crossing water a lot quicker. There we go. So I got a base 4 chances to beat this. And if I do it in 1, that would be really nice. Just blow in from out of town and literally dominate the Deku Scrub playground. Alright, let's see. I think the outer ones, yep, they still rotate. Yeah, we've been having good luck with this side. So we have 1:16 to get everything, and this one's a lot trickier. We're gonna wait for the blue rupee. Shoot. Yeah. That's embarrassing. Yeah, I knew I was gonna make it in time, so we're gonna wait again. Okay, same idea, I just need to press it a little bit quicker. Just like that. Now this time we're going to be moving straight across, now going back to the beginning. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Woo! Got it. We've been had. Pros can't play here. Take this and don't come back. And you know what? I most certainly will not come back. Now for the rest of the 3-day cycle, they will not let me play. How rude. Alright, so we have done literally everything we feasibly can do. I'm not into glitchy, not into glitches, so we will not be glitching our way out early. We are going to play this by the book. There is one quote-unquote glitch, but it's something I discovered for myself. And I think it was more, I don't think it's a glitch so much as it's an oversight, because it's actually fixed in the 3DS version. But there is a skip that you can do later on in the game that I intend to utilize to get to Icona a little bit earlier than I should. But if for no other reason, then you get to warp there early. Because being able to warp to the graveyard from the back is a lot faster than having to do it from the normal way. Alright, so we have a couple hundred saved up, almost 3. So I guess for the time being, we'll just, well, continue to amass more money. Because there's really not much else we can do at this time. And that way I'm not just standing at the door like I typically do when I play this. I'll just stand there and wait for the timer to run out. And I believe I can get the chest up there. Oh. I thought I could. That's weird. I could have sworn you can get there using this. Okay, you can do it. Weird. Now, something worth noting, all the money that we get here in the first cycle is going to be a major help to us through the rest of the game, because in normal playthroughs, you can just, take some time to get some money. Not so much in this one, since I'm going to be constantly timed, so there will be a couple instances where I can stop and grab some cash, but those are few and far between. So it's best to make use of what little time I have now and just kind of store away a couple hundred, because there's a couple of things that I'm going to need money for, especially early on. Getting the maps is not a requirement for anything, just including this challenge, but I want to get them if I can. But outside of that, I will eventually need 500 for the all-night mask. I need the upgraded bomb bag. Well, I should say the mid-tier bomb bag. We can actually skip the basic one if we time everything right. Oh, one more. If I get another one perfect, that'll be exactly 100 rupees. Nice. But anyway, so there's the upgraded bomb bag, there's the all-night mask, that's expensive. What else? There's like loads of other things. There's the largest bomb bag, which you're gonna need another 200 rupees for. I believe there's a couple of masks you can buy. Trying to remember. Well, no, buy isn't the right word. You can put money towards things that'll let you get them. There's refills, there's, exactly 100 rupees. Alright, so we have reached the final stretch of the first cycle. And I was hoping it went a little bit longer, but I really do want to play with Vash and probably Dano, so we're just gonna do a one cycle tonight. Hopefully next time I stream this, it'll be a little bit earlier in the night, so we have a couple more cycles we can do. So I did mention that the goal is 8 cycles. Well, no, I don't think I mentioned it. I mentioned my previous record is 8 cycles, but that was off stream. So I want to set my first goal to match it. 8 cycles to beat this game with all 24 masks, as many heart pieces I can get, and all of the upgrades, including the stray fairies. And something worth noting, a cycle where the moon falls is a lost cycle. So it still counts in my record. Just because it resets does not mean that I lose, or that I reset that. A failed cycle counts towards the number of cycles. That being said, I hope I don't put myself in a position where I have to worry about that. Also, here's midnight. So our final act is going to be getting back the Ocarina of Time, and that will conclude the first cycle and this stream. Funnily enough, the first cycle is the easiest. It's also the most boring because there's not really a whole lot you can do. Alright, Skull Kid, let's do this. I see something that's mine. Oh, Tail, we've been looking for you too. What if you gave the mask your ring back now? Hey, come on, are you listening? Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry, the four who are there, bring them here. Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy. No, what are you doing to my brother? Skull Kid, you still think you're a friend after that? No, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. Here come the moon. But you know what? We have 5 minutes to figure out we have to do this. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yoink. Suddenly, memories of Princess Zelda come rushing back to you. In her one and only cameo in this game. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Goddess of Time is protecting you. If you play the Song of Time, she will aid you. Snap out of it. What are you doing, lost in memories? Get yourself together. Getting that old ocarina back isn't going to help us. Somebody, anybody, Goddess of Time, help us, please. We need more time. Well, it's funny that you mentioned that. Where did you get that instrument? Save and return at dawn of the first day. Alright, chat, and this is going to be it once this cutscene plays out and we end up back, excuse me, back in day 1. I'm going to read us out, and then I will be getting ready for a left-handed stream with what looks like both Bash and Dano. What just happened? Everything has... Oh, I lied. I'm going to be doing one more thing. Start it over. Huh, funny that. What are you, anyway? That song you played. That instrument. That instrument! As salesman said if you got back your precious thing, you could return you to normal. So, what we have to now do is change this to cycle 2. So we are now in cycle 2, and I'm turning that off because I will not need it for the next stream. He just pulled this massive organ out from nowhere. So, little fun fact for you, the Song of Healing is actually Saria's song played backwards. Just needed some water. Heals evil magic and troubled spirits, turning them into masks. And wouldn't you know it, there's like 5 or 6 masks that you get using this song. And about half of them are transforming masks. Yeah, about that. Don't tell me. My mask. You did. Get it back. Didn't you? Miyamoto, please stop choking me. And now we get a whole bunch of backstory about this. Which, this is one of the points where I wish this was skippable, but unfortunately is not. Yes, we know, we literally just witnessed that. That's something we didn't witness because we have not gotten the game over, nor do I intend to. Believe in your strengths. Believe. Okay, so now we have our sword back, which means we can activate warp points. Whatever it takes, we gotta do something about it. Swamp Mountain, Ocean Canyon, the tail was trying to tell us about. 4 areas just outside of town, 1 in each compass direction. The 4 who are there. Go through the gate straight ahead. We'll be heading in the direction of the swamp. But we will not be going that way tonight. So, the owl statues are a temporary quick save that when you reload the game, again, they disappear. So, I try to avoid using them if at all possible, but, well, I don't really have much of a choice. Regardless, that is the end of this stream. So we are going to raid out. I will be back in a little bit for some Left 4 Dead, like I mentioned previously. So I do look forward to you guys coming back for that. Hopefully. Regardless, I hope you have a wonderful night. Let's see. What are you raiding to? My grandpa is playing Chrono Trigger. Let's give him some support tonight. It's fitting. We're going from a time-based game to another time-based game. Now, if you do have to go to bed, because I understand it's almost midnight Eastern time, I completely get it. I hope to see you soon. Otherwise, please come back in a few minutes for the Left 4 Dead stream. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.